Number 9. Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages.
Dear God, it's already botched.
Come on.
It's so bad. Oh, God.
It's not bad. It's just really short.
Ugh.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Joystick Drift podcast episode. We are back, starting off with chaos. We discovered soundboards recently, so if you saw a duck on screen, that is why. You cannot hear it though.
Yo, do you guys like ducks?
Unfortunately,
Me and
Alex and
Leandro
I
have
do
access
not.
to the soundboard, and
Yeah.
just so everyone knows, you don't hear this.
Yeah, we don't have
Wait.
access to the soundboard for some reason, so you don't even want to know
And
what
they
that
don't
sound
hear
is.
that. Because I'm not recording desktop audio.
I
Thank
turned
God.
the soundboard volume off, so now nobody can hear it.
Alrighty, so
Haha.
today, guys, we are going to be going through. Well, actually, you know what? Let me not spoil the topic, even though you've read the title of the video.
Yeah, I
and
was
why did
gonna
you click
say,
on it
the-
anyway?
The title spoils the topic.
We're going to be going through IGN's top 10 best Zelda games. So if you've seen the video, you get to kind of see everybody else's reaction. And if you haven't seen the video, well, strap in, because number 10 is a doozy, actually. But before we even begin that list, let's start going around the circle, or square, I guess. I can do shapes.
We don't have enough members to make a circle.
Not yet.
I mean, we could make the graphics a pie, and then it's fine then. I don't know. Anyways,
Welcome to the
let's
Joystick
start
Drift
with
pie.
Alex.
Yeah?
How's it been going? What you doing? All that stuff.
Wait, we started the episode?
Yes, we've
Yes.
actually been.
I'm kidding. Well, I have surgery coming up in a few days.
Nick, that's literally. If y'all want to know what the sound effect is for that, it's
Okay.
a dodgeball sound.
I'm done. I
I
won't
certainly
use the
didn't
sound
dodge
board.
that ball.
I
Man.
won't use the soundboard anymore.
Alrighty, guys, let's continue. Alex has surgery. Continue.
In a few days, by the time we're recording this, so you won't see me in the next few episodes, because Nick is making me take a vacation.
Absolutely. Because health comes before the podcast. Shocker, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
It's almost like this podcast is not the end-all, be-all of everyone's lives. It's crazy.
Exactly. So in the comments, I need everybody to just put some hearts, put some love down there for Alex. Send your prayers. He's not dying, but
Yeah, he's not going to die. He'll be fine. He's just going to be gone for like
he's
2 weeks.
incapable.
There's just a small
hands.
chance that I might.
Please no. Okay.
But besides from that, I've been working and playing only one game.
Yes.
No, Nick, it's not Xenoblade.
Yeah, I know it's not Xenoblade.
I dropped that game. I couldn't get into it,
no.
okay?
How far did you get?
Um,
Like, what's the last
What?
thing you remember?
What was the last area you got to? That's the best way you can describe it.
Yeah.
what's that Mekon's name?
Did you get to Satoral Marsh?
That doesn't sound right. Zord.
So yeah, you got to Satoral Marsh.
Man didn't even get to Melia. Ugh.
Yeah.
Nick was like, at least get to Melia.
No, that's
Well-
okay, because then he can't claim her as a best girl.
It's true.
So
But yeah, like,
I'm okay with that.
But the one game I have been playing, Elden Ring.
yeah, good.
And right where I am right now, I just beat a giant spirit deer.
Mm-hmm.
Took me 2 tries. and I'm stuck on a pair of gargoyles.
I didn't realize Bambi's mom was so strong.
Man.
She had to
Well,
level
Is
up
that
after
the-
what happened
are
to
I'm
those-
using
Bambi.
swords.
Oh, I know what gargoyles those are.
The ones that spew out toxic breath.
Are they the ones in the with the like that come out like the waterfall, basically?
Yes.
Yeah.
Spew out toxic breath.
Yeah,
What are they,
I
fish?
struggled on those for a very long time.
But the deer only took
Gargle?
me 2 tries.
Yep.
But hey, I defeated the Moon Queen.
Yeah.
Hey.
Renala. Yeah, that means you can redo your build if you want.
And I defeated some meteor weirdo who
Radon?
wanders the desert. Yeah, Radon.
Yeah. Radon's a fun fight. I like Radon. He's cool.
And good thing I fought him when I did, because if I fought him when the game was first released, according to Colin, it would have been a much more difficult fight.
Radon was literally like the second hardest boss in the game when the game came out. It was they actually had to patch him and make him easier. It was bad.
I thought he would have been a pain. Well, I thought every boss in Elden Ring would have been a pain.
You just gotta
But-
get good.
Yep, that's exactly what I did with dual katanas, my Moon Veil, and my Meteoric Ore Blade.
Mm-hmm.
But now I just got to figure out how to build for like a dual katana set.
Just look it up.
I tried. The only things that show on YouTube are the final builds, like the most powerful ones. There's no like.
Just don't
oh,
look it up. Don't look it up on YouTube. Look it up on like actual sites, and you'll find it.
So that shows YouTube is not the most reputable source for gaming.
Not really.
Nope.
But besides from that, I've been working on a video that maybe it's already been out, maybe it's not. I need to finish it as of right now.
Nice.
Epic.
All right.
And now I'm gonna pass the baton to Colin.
The katana.
Yo, it's me, Colin. I'm here.
Wahoo.
Wahoo, wahey, wahee.
This is the least energetic
Um,
start to a podcast.
yeah, it is. But yeah,
I started it with so much energy.
yeah, I haven't really been playing a lot of new games. I've still been playing a lot of Tales of the Abyss. Really good game. I like on a non-gaming note, I started watching One Piece. So that's fun. Nick, you should watch One Piece at some point.
No.
Yeah, you will.
Hey Nick, if it makes you feel better, I started My Hero, and already I'm loving it more than One Piece.
Good. Good.
That's not gonna last long.
Good.
I doubt that.
Don't get me
we
wrong. I
reach-
think the first season of My Hero is really cool. The only issue with My Hero, and I think they brought up a really good point on the Trash Taste podcast, that it's like My Hero's good. It's so close to being a really great shonen, but there are so many other shonen out there that are just better because they are more unique.
I'm going to disagree, but that's a different podcast.
Yeah.
That's a different
Anyway.
podcast.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Well-
Anyway,
Are we
anything else?
Gonna.
Hey, Melina, what
Uh-huh.
have you been doing?
I didn't even know there was a cricket. Alrighty, well. Anyway,
You know what? That sound effect describes how we're all feeling right now.
Literally, like it is.
why I played it.
y'all are
Very-
tired today. Damn.
Yes, I am tired. I was up till midnight last night, and then I had to get up at 7.
I was
So
up
I
until
mean,
6.
hey,
I was up until 2 having panic attacks.
I was
That's
up all
just-
night at work.
I was up until 6.
See, but you slept during the day, and you were ready for that. You were emotionally prepared for that.
See,
Me, on the other hand,
that's-
I was not.
That's what you think, and then I never get a good amount of sleep.
POV, Melina thought she was gonna melt in the rain yesterday.
I actually did.
For me, I only get a good sleep if I don't have work that morning.
Dude, same.
Yeah. I mean,
When I know I
it's
don't
true.
have to get up, I sleep so much better.
But anyways, so recently got my cosplay. It came in. So now I have the weapon and everything else. I have to buy a new top, which is easy because it's just a pink dress shirt, and I could easily find that at literally any store. So I'm gonna do that. It's the shorts that are the issue. So I'm probably just gonna have to like fiddle with some designs and everything. So I'm gonna be adding to her costume, but I feel like it would fit her design. So we're gonna make it work, and it's gonna be great.
Epic.
I kind of
But
feel
yeah,
I have been having trouble with my cosplay because 2 of the buttons broke off.
oh my god, no, I know. So on her belt, with like the things that are on her belt, they fell off. So I have to glue them back, which isn't an issue, but it's like, really? So that happened, and I was like, oh well.
Yeah,
Did I talk about my cosplay idea on the episode, or was that just when we were on Discord? I don't remember.
I think we were
that
only
was
on
just-
Discord. I don't
yeah,
remember.
we only
It involved
announced we've
spray
only
paint.
announced that we're going to MomoCon. We haven't announced what we're doing.
Yeah, no, I think that was when we were just on Discord, and I talked about spray painting my arm, and you guys were like, "No,
Yeah, that
spray
was just-
paint
yeah.
is toxic," and
yeah,
I'm like,
no,
"Guys, come
that
on."
was on Discord. That was on Discord.
It's fine.
Toxic.
My-
It's toxic because it's bad for your skin.
I was
Like, literally.
I was
Unless
talking.
you get body paint.
Yeah, I was talking with one of my friends after we saw the Mario movie, and he said, and I made a deal with him that if we end up going to MomoCon next year, and I end up getting a B in one of my classes next semester, I have to cosplay as Rosalina.
Is that your motivation to get? Wait. What if you get a C?
I don't. I'm not.
If he gets a
cosplaying-
C, it's a Luma.
No. I think the thing is, if it's a C, I have to cosplay a character by the name of Rosa John. Which, if you
Oh.
guys don't know what that is, just think Rosalina, but like with huge boobs, massive honkers, humongous gahana gahoogs, humongous hangalonga nonologanga.
I hate you. I feel like Nick doesn't know the meme.
No, I know the meme.
Okay, good.
That's
like,
why I'm
confused.
playing the dodgeball.
Oh my god. Alrighty. So,
I think it's time to move on.
yeah, it's time to move on. I haven't really played any more games recently, so I'm
To
gonna pass
Nick.
it to Nick.
I was gonna say, you guys better move on. I haven't gotten to go yet.
I'd
Uh,
move
last
on
but
to
not
you.
least.
Me, what have I been doing? Not dying. That's about it. I honestly have been playing a little bit more Breath of the Wild. I was watching Melina's Okami stream, which plugged the other channel. You can go watch Melina play Okami and me play Breath of the Wild.
Joystick Drift plays. Subscribe.
We also
do that.
might have the next game picked out, but I don't want to. Might have to do with two Italian plumbers.
Oh, that's
doing
why you
a-
asked
doing a
us.
thing. Remind me after and we can talk about it. Because I don't want to talk about it on the episode. But I have been like dabbling around in Breath of the Wild. I beat 2 Divine Beasts on my second account normal mode, not the master mode that I'm streaming. I beat 2 Divine Beasts in the span of 45 minutes and I was kind of shocked. I've also been going in every day and scanning my Twilight Princess Link amiibo so I can get all of the different like armor sets. And I also discovered that if you scan it and you don't get the result you want, you just press load and you go back to before you scan it, you scan it again, and you keep doing that until you get the piece you want, which is how you guarantee that you get 1 armor set
Nope.
or 1 armor piece a day.
I feel like
it's
you were
great.
deprived of that information
Reminds
if
me
you
of a
found it
certain-
out now.
Reminds me of a
Not
certain
really. You still got a
technique
month.
That still reminds me of a certain technique I did for Pokemon when I was facing them against gym leaders in the Elite Four. Just save them before the battle, and if I lose, restart the system, and it's like I never lost.
Yeah, it's also like DDLC, where if you type in the wrong things for the poem, you just go back to before you write it. Bam. Easy money.
Can you go back before the character dies?
Actually, you can't. I tried just to
He
see if I
said
could.
no!
You can't.
You try to save Yuri.
It's not possible, unfortunately. Well, actually, no, I haven't tried that one. Thanks. I'll do that on my next run through.
You gave him a new idea.
Save Monica.
Anyway, other than that, just getting excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I went and saw the Mario movie. I won't like spoil anything other than saying it was good. I had a fun time. I saw it twice. Very good movie, very funny, and you all owe Chris Pratt an apology. That's all I have to say about it.
He had to throw that in so the comments can go.
I did.
Hey, if anyone who trashed on Chris Pratt for being the voice of Mario, they do owe him an apology.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like Oscar worthy, but it didn't have to be. It wasn't bad.
It's like Charles Martinet never left Mario.
Okay,
that's
a stretch.
I'm just giving unrealistic expectations for people who haven't seen it yet.
Alrighty, so with that being said, everybody has given their intros and everything. Now it is time for the topic of the day. IGN's list for their top 10 best Zelda games. Hoo boy. Yeah, thank you. Round of applause. I have instructed everybody here to create their own lists for their predictions as to what IGN's list will be. Before I go through the list, I actually would like to hear your lists first, and then we go through and kind of like reveal what you thought.
My list is being way too generous to IGN because they're a bunch of stinky guys. Well, not just guys, stinky guys and girls.
All people.
Got them. They're a bunch of stinky people. There you go.
My list is probably terrible because I just ranked on which one I believe is more popular.
All right, so you kind of did it based on your idea, and then yeah.
It's not based on my interest.
I mean, how do we want to do this? Do we want to like all three of us can just do all 10? Or do you want to be like, here's what we think is 10?
You don't need to explain your predictions of their list, so it's not like your own personal reasons, so you can just kind of like go through them.
All right. So I'm going to go from 10 to 1. My personal predictions. Number 10, Link's crossbow training. Okay. Number 9, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Number 8, Age of Calamity. Number 7, Link Between Worlds. Number 6, Majora's Mask. Number 5, Skyward Sword. Number 4, Wind Waker. Number 3, Ocarina of Time. Number 2, Breath of the Wild. I don't think it'll be number 1. And number 1, Twilight Princess. Those are my assumptions for IGN's list.
You gave
that
Twilight Princess a very generous number 1. I put it a lot lower on my prediction.
Anyways, who would like to share their list next?
I think the one with the Zelda shirt should go next.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that.
I'm not wearing a Zelda shirt.
Okay.
Go ahead.
you had to check.
For number 10, Link Between Worlds. Number 9, the original Legend of Zelda. Number 8, Skyward Sword. Number 7, Majora's Mask. Number 6, Link's Awakening. Number 5, Twilight Princess. Number 4, Ocarina of Time. Number 3, Wind Waker. Number 2, A Link to the Past. And number 1, Breath of the Wild.
I think Alex's list is probably going to be the closest.
Alrighty, and Colin?
All right, so I have number 10, Zelda 1. Number 9, Minish Cap. Number 8, Skyward Sword. Number 7, Link Between Worlds. Number 6, Twilight Princess. Number 5, Wind Waker. Number 4, Majora's Mask. Number 3, A Link to the Past. Number 2, Ocarina of Time. And number 1, Breath of the Wild.
Okay, so I'm not going to say what, but Colin, you got 4 things on your list right.
Let's go.
Alex, you got 3 things on your list right.
Yay!
And
Wait for it, wait
Nick,
for it.
you got 2 things on your list right.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get 0. Okay.
So, with that being said, let's find out what it was that you guys got right. So, we're going to go from 10 to 1, just like you guys did. At number 10, we have Twilight Princess.
Man. See, I told you. Twilight Princess was not going to be high. It's
What?
No.
Can I?
Neither
I'm
did
just
I.
gonna tell
Everyone-
you right
no.
now.
No. Everyone hates Twilight Princess.
Here's
I
the
don't know
thing,
why.
though. Here's the thing, though. Years later, after it's been released, though, it is one of those now it's become like a beloved game. Everyone in the comments
That's
of this
sad,
video,
honestly.
everyone in the comments in this video were like, "You put Twilight Princess at number 10? How dare you? This list was
yeah.
botched from the start."
Yeah, no, like a lot of people really like Twilight Princess, but also really don't like Twilight Princess. They did not like it when it came out.
I loved it when it came out.
I did too. They
I did
like-
not, because I played it on the Wii.
I played it on the Wii too, and I loved it. But anyway,
Yeah, same.
You had the
same.
Wait a minute, you have the Wii 2? Which one is that? I had the
that would
original
be
Wii and
that would
Wii
be
U.
the one that didn't release. I broke into Nintendo headquarters and stole it.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
But Nintendo don't. That's a joke. Anyway,
For legal reasons.
don't
that's a
send the
joke.
ninjas after
Anyway.
me, please.
Alrighty.
But yeah,
Number
yeah, they don't like Twilight Princess. A lot of critics don't
I've
like
never played it, so I can't say anything.
it. You should
You
should
put
play
it at number 1, which was generous.
I know. I thought people liked it a lot more. Maybe I'm being skewed by Colin.
You 100%
Anyways,
loves that
no,
game.
you will like it. You will like it.
You will love it. It's very good.
It's really yeah. Anyways, number 9, Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages.
Dear God, it's already botched.
Come on.
It's so bad. Oh God.
It's not bad. It's just really short.
No. You're not realizing this. They put Twilight Princess below Oracle of Seasons and Oracle
Yeah.
of Ages, a
Look at
GBA game that literally is. Hey, do you
No,
like it?
GBC, Game Boy Color.
You're right. When I think Game Boy, I think Game Boy Advance. Okay, shush. Anyway,
No, honestly, y'all are gonna be looking at the rest of this list like they put Twilight Princess below these games.
Now I'm starting to think maybe Breath of the Wild will be number 1.
Breath of the Wild is 100% going to be number 1 because it's the most popular and the most sold. But
Yeah.
this is my point. They put that below the game of, do you like combat or do you like puzzles? Like, literally, that's what they did. Like,
I can't.
like that's what they did.
That's what they did.
At this point, the CDI games might be on there too.
If the
No,
CDI is on
absolutely
there,
not.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving the podcast. I'm done.
Zelda's Adventure.
Well, you
Wand
guys
of
are in
Gamelon,
for a
Link's
doozy because
Adventure,
number 8. I'm
Link
just
the Face
kidding.
of Evil. Like, no, absolutely not.
Bro, what about the Wand of Gamelon?
Wand of Gamelon, the only Zelda game where you actually fight as Legend as Zelda herself.
You fight as Legend of
Legend.
Zelda.
It's just the legend, not the actual
Guys,
Zelda
guys,
herself.
hear me out. Hear me out. The next game that gets ported to Switch is actually the CDI games.
I will live stream them.
I will die.
That would be
If they
Break my
do,
hilarious.
I
Switch in
will
half,
live
just like
stream
Melina
every
broke her
single
DS in
game.
half.
I will live stream
find a
Link
way-
the Face of Evil and Zelda Wand of Gamelon live
Oh my
on the
God.
Joystick Crew Plays. I will suffer through every single one of them.
By the way, guys, we met our quota. We're good.
Good till next episode.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We met our quota.
And the only reason I say I'm going to do it is because I know they're not going to do it.
You never know. You never know.
Don't-
you never
don't-
know.
Don't
Don't
Never
bet
say
against
never.
Nintendo. Betting
never
against
say no.
Nintendo is
Wait,
how
they
I
were
have gone without Chick-fil-A for 6 months. Thank you.
Oh
really-
yeah, that.
You really think Nintendo was proud that Philips made their own Zelda games and Mario game?
No, I don't think they are. But I'm also saying
They're more proud of
Nintendo
the-
likes money.
Look, Nintendo liked the Virtual Boy more than those games.
Money.
Alrighty. So, number 8, we have The Legend of Zelda.
Really?
Hey, I was close.
Really?
Hey, I was close. But
That
also, they put
game-
I
Twilight
was
Princess
close.
below that.
Yeah, this was gonna say.
What about Zelda
the
1?
whole list.
Zelda,
the whole list is
Zelda
just
1?
gonna be.
Hey, classic beats the rest.
No,
the
it
whole list
doesn't.
is
It's
just gonna
7.
be, this game is above Twilight Princess. What?
It's above Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons.
I don't remember. I don't remember this game having an issue with Nazi propaganda.
What?
Oh, yeah, you're
Twilight
right,
Princess
Dungeon
not
3.
having an issue with Nazi propaganda.
You're right. The original Legend
That's
of Zelda.
true.
One of the dungeons in the original Legend of Zelda.
Oh, that's right.
I don't.
Ironically enough, Link also gets a Bible in the original Legend of Zelda.
Well, there's also like art of from like the Link to the Past art book
yeah.
of Link praying to Jesus Christ.
All right, what's next?
My brother in.
My brother in
'Cause
Christ.
I already forgot which one we're on.
We're on number 7.
Numero 7.
Lucky 7, probably not so lucky. We have A Link Between Worlds.
Hey,
I respect that.
I did it.
I respect that.
I was right.
Yo, I also put Link Between Worlds at 7.
I did
Yeah.
not. I put that. I thought Link Between Worlds was going to do worse, so I put that at number 10.
I mean,
So-
yeah, like I don't see the issue with having a Link Between Worlds at 7 or 6 or 5. Just
The fact that it's above Twilight
no,
Princess.
but it's not. If it was higher,
Hey.
it would make more sense. But it's not. Like,
If it makes you feel better, I put Twilight Princess above Link Between Worlds.
I mean, I did too.
I did too. I put it as number 1.
I put it as number 6.
I had more faith in Twilight Princess than you, Colin, and I think that's sad for me.
Well, hey, speaking of number 6, number 6 is Link's Awakening.
Yay!
Man,
Ew.
no,
one?
no, I can actually see. I
Obviously,
can
the original one.
I can see Link's Awakening being on this list just because Link's Awakening is very beloved.
I don't like Link's Awakening. Hot take.
You did not
It-
play the original version. That's
It's.
why.
I don't care. It's still. I didn't like it.
Is it
I'm
because
not gonna say
it's a top-down game?
no, because I loved Link Between Worlds. I like top-down Zelda. I didn't like that one.
Look, you just need to play the game in 8-bit black and white
No.
clarity.
No.
You should play Link
No.
to the Past.
If I didn't like it in HD, I'm definitely
Link
not
to the
gonna like it in
You
8-bit.
should play Link to the Past.
No, you're right. I definitely should.
You should.
You-
Anyways,
What's next?
we're
Number
at
5.
our final top 5. So, starting, number 5 is Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker.
Hey,
Oh, there's one off. I put it at number 4.
I put it at number 3.
Skyward Sword isn't going to be on this list, is it? What a shame. There's no way. There's no way they put Skyward Sword in 1 through 4. Ain't no way. People hate that game.
Moving on to number 4, we have The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask.
I'm telling you.
I'm on a roll, guys. I'm on a roll.
I knew the top half of the list was all going to be the 3D Zelda games. I just have them in the wrong order.
We
I have all the right games.
We haven't
They're just
mentioned
in the wrong order.
We haven't mentioned A
I
Link
only
to the
got
Past.
Link's Awakening right, and Malia said I got 3.
I got
Wait, what?
2. So we'll see what my other one is.
What'd you say, Alex?
You said I got 3, but so far I only got Link's Awakening.
Don't worry. We're at number
Uh-oh.
3. Number 3, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Wait, which one is that?
Number 3.
Ooh, I got that one too.
Oh, I know what the other ones I got right were.
Uh-oh.
Man, that
Spaghettios.
sucks.
Moving on to number 2, we have The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yep.
No. I'm gonna,
Hey.
I'll let you, we can finish the list, but I'm very upset that Skyward Sword's not on here.
And finally, at number 1, taking the top spot. They
Skyward
did not
Sword.
even do an honorable mentions.
No honorable. Dang.
I mean, maybe they
I
did.
guess Skyward Sword wasn't. I guess Skyward Sword must have been honorable mention, so they didn't want to include it.
Probably, but I mean, who knows? Who knows? But at number 1, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Told you.
Shocker.
Wow.
Shocker.
See, like that's the weird part.
It's almost
is-
like it's the
but-
highest selling Zelda game of all time and the highest rated Zelda game of all time. Whoa.
What did I tell you?
That reaction you gave is the same like round of applause that students give during a forced assembly with
Yeah.
with a speaker.
But yeah,
Shocker.
yeah, like that's why I was confused. You were like, "Why is Skyward Sword on the, not on this list? People hate it," and I'm like, "That's why it's not on the list. Is because everyone hates it."
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like, what?
It's mostly hate because of the motion controls.
When did this
though.
come
That's
out?
the
When did
thing.
this come out, by the way, Melina?
This IGN video came out 3 months ago.
Oh,
Yeah, this is recent. This is of this year. This is of this year.
As of this year,
As of this
after
year,
the HD remake of Skyward Sword, and it still didn't make it on the list?
See, here's
No,
the
I
funny
guess the
thing.
motion
When they
controls still
talked about
sucked.
when
They
they
didn't.
talked about Breath
They
of the
fixed a lot
Wild,
of
they
the
were
issues.
like, yeah. So they brought up Breath of the Wild, and they're like, after 30 years of The Legend of Zelda, they come out with Breath of the Wild. I'm paraphrasing, and then they did bring up Skyward Sword, but they brought it up to say after Skyward Sword was such a linear story.
brother.
I'm
That's
just,
literally all of the Zelda games.
I
yeah,
thought it was
it's
because-
literally every Zelda game up until Breath of the Wild.
I came up with a stupid reason why I didn't make the list.
Because
And that
IGN
was-
is stupid.
Yeah, and also because they made it seem like Link and Zelda were going to be a couple, but didn't.
They are in Skyward
No,
Sword.
they literally are
It-
in Skyward Sword.
It's canon.
Yeah,
it's
they are.
canon. Like, also, Aonuma himself, like, said in some quote, I don't remember where, I read it on twitter.com.
Oh.
It is a real quote, though.
And that's where you lost me.
No, it's from like an interview or the champions or creating a champion or something. He talked about how the cycle is one, like there's romance involved in the cycle. Essentially saying, yeah, like Link and Zelda are canon in most games, except for the couple where they're not. And I'm like, okay, that's all I needed to hear. What I want to know is what was the basis for this video? Were they going objective score? Were they going subjectively based on who was writing the video? Like, was this a personal here are the 10 best Zelda
They think
games?
look, they just think they're above every other gamer.
Well, that's my point.
That's all. That's all
Is-
needs to be said. They think they're above everyone else.
Not exactly.
I don't get it.
There are genuinely good people who work at IGN. It's just a lot of the
Oh,
it's just a
absolutely.
lot of the higher ups aren't necessarily the greatest.
Because I feel like Skyward Sword should be on this list. Yeah, not everybody likes it.
feel like
but
it should as well.
objectively, it still like scored well. Objectively,
Yeah,
especially
so-
the HD remaster.
They
Well, no, it is a remaster, not a remake. Where they fixed the motion controls.
yeah. Anyways, sorry, I didn't.
I was waiting for Nick to play the crickets right there.
I know. I was like,
Okay, moving on.
alrighty. So sorry. I'm sorry. They didn't mention this list being objective or based on points. Nothing. They just said at the end of the video. They just said, and there you have it. This is our top 10 best Zelda games. It's like,
So it's a subjective list then.
yeah, completely and completely
When you throw
wrong.
in if they had said these are the best Zelda games, that'll be objective. But when you add in the hour, it means there's some semblance of subjectivity to it.
Exactly.
It's-
So
This is how wars are created in the gaming community. People give off your list.
All right,
alrighty,
let's make
so-
our top 10 Zelda list right now.
Well, actually, I was gonna throw this
I
in.
can't
so
do
with,
that.
With that being said,
And Nick, you know why?
so looking at IGN's list, if we kept, just keeping all these games in this list, so don't add a different one in here. why? How about we try and go and rearrange their
Okay.
IGN's list?
Hold on. Can you read off the list
I'll read
again
off, and everybody
so I can
kinda,
remake the list so I know what I'm working with?
Yeah, everybody.
Hold on.
Kind of like rewrite this down
Oops.
and everything.
Give me 2 seconds.
I'm
Gotta
also-
use
I
a
think
bunch
the
of
only one
Cs.
I think the only one that wasn't on here that I wrote down is Skyward Sword and just replaced it with Oracle of Ages and Seasons.
I know
Right.
Twilight Princess is number 10. Breath of the Wild is number 1. Okay, all the other ones I
Alrighty.
need.
So I'm just gonna go from 10. So we have Twilight Princess. Then we
Okay.
have Seasons and Ages. Then we have the first Legend of Zelda. Then we
Okay.
have Link Between Worlds.
Banger game, by the way.
Then we have Link's Awakening.
Terrible game, by the way.
Then we have The Wind Waker. Then we have Majora's Mask.
Never played
Ocarina of
it.
Time.
Banger game, by the way.
A Link to the Past. And Breath of the Wild.
Okay. Woo! Okay. So, looking at this list, I'm not gonna say it's. I think the worst part about this list is that Twilight Princess is at 10. I think everything
this
else
is
is
true.
fine.
We
For-
need to find a
For
proper...
Ocarina of Time, is it specifically the N64 version or
Okay, so I mean, here's the thing: is that when they made this list and they were talking about each game, they did show clips of both the original and the new ones. So the same with like Link's Awakening. So I think they were just going based off of like the game itself, not necessarily the remakes
version?
or original. Yeah, which version?
I'm gonna lean towards the newer ones then.
But I think
'Cause,
we
like,
should
I've only
keep
played
it, I
Ocarina
think
of
we should
Time
just
3D.
keep it based off of how they did it, just based on the game, like its story, and because I don't even think they based it off of gameplay either. Maybe they did, but this is a subjective list. We don't know what they were basing it off of. But considering the fact that they didn't name specific, if it was remake or original, I think they were just talking about the game generally.
Right. I mean, I don't know. So we have to keep the games that are on this list. We can't change them.
Right.
correct?
Man. Okay. I'm going to say move Twilight Princess to like 6
That's where I have it on my
And-
list.
and bump everything like just down. And make it like Oracle of Ages, Zelda 1, Link Between Worlds, Link's Awakening, Twilight Princess, and then everything can kind of stay the same. Because I've never played A Link to the Past, but I understand, one, it's a great game, and two, like the significance it has as a Zelda game. Obviously, I'm fine with Breath of the Wild at 1. I think it's well deserved. TBH. And I've said this
agree. before. I put my
I'm very
version.
interested to see where Tears of the Kingdom ends.
Oh
up.
yeah, I'm interested to
I
see
put
how
my
they
list,
update
and
that
Colin's
list.
gonna
Yeah.
hate me.
And why is that?
He left Twilight Princess at 10
Dang it, Nick! Why'd you have to say it?
Bruh.
because we were all
Once
thinking
again,
it.
that's your opinion.
I'm kidding. I obviously put it much higher.
I would agree with Nick's placement for Twilight Princess. I think the only other change I would make personally for like if I had to rearrange this list was to move A Link to the Past because I didn't really like it. I would put it above or right behind Twilight Princess for me.
I would keep it in the top 3. Like,
I think Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past, and Breath of the Wild is a really solid top 3.
mhm.
I mean, also, actually, I'm gonna move Link's Awakening down. I hate
And
that
like if
game.
I did play a Link's Awakening, or sorry, you said Link's Awakening, so I said it. If I honestly, I would probably like A Link to the Past more if I played it again, because it's been, dear God, I don't know how long.
I got my
if
list
if I
down,
did, you know, if I
and
did
don't
go
remember
based
the
off of
original
like me
list, so
liking
that's
it,
my problem right there.
then I would keep it in the top 3, but I'd probably put it at 3 for me.
Okay, hold up. I'm absolutely rearranging this list now. I'm just being a silly, goofy dude.
You're rearranging
So to
it
pass,
again?
so should I say my list while Nick's working on his?
Yeah,
do it.
So number 10, I got Majora's Mask.
Dang.
At number 9, Oracle of Ages and Seasons.
Oh, that's gonna make some people angry.
Look, my problem with Majora's Mask is the time limit.
Okay, but you're going based off of the game just generally, not like it's specifically like gameplay.
But that's part of the
No, that's
Like-
no, that's part of the game, and that's one of the
Like
Big-
that,
I mean,
That's
yeah,
one
the
of-
contradicts
it
some,
is
you know.
a downside, but like you gotta look past that shit. Oh,
no,
past
because
time.
that's the thing. It is very divisive because a lot of people either really hate the time mechanic or really like the time mechanic, which is why I would.
Okay,
put
here's
it-
the thing though. We have to be appreciative because Japan got the brunt of it. They their saving mechanic with the time thing was awful.
It is worse. Yeah,
we
that's,
got mercy.
that doesn't make it any better for me.
You know who didn't get mercy?
Your mom.
No.
man.
The Luma from the Super Mario Brothers movie.
What?
It'll make sense once you've seen it.
Did you just spoil
Okay.
it for her?
It's an out of context spoiler.
I
It doesn't
did not
make
know
any
there
sense.
were Luma in the movie. Thanks.
I mean, you
Anyway.
did. It was in the second trailer that you watched.
For me,
I
number 8
didn't.
is
I didn't
Link's
even
Awakening.
wait. There were Luma in the second. I literally didn't see. I seriously.
I don't know how you missed it because it's been a pretty big part
It
of the
is.
Anyway.
It is a pretty big part of the trailer.
Oh my god.
Anyway, for me, number 8 is Link's Awakening. Number 7, Wind Waker. Number 6, Twilight Princess. Number 5, Zelda 1. Number 4, Ocarina of Time. Number 3, Link Between Worlds. Yeah. Number 2, Link to the Past. And number 1, Zelda 2.
Where's
Zelda
Breath
2
of
wasn't
the
even on the
Wild?
list.
I know, Breath of the Wild.
Oh, I was like, "Where's Breath of the Wild?" That way, I just.
I'm gonna need Colin to go because I'm still rethinking this list.
I'm gonna
here.
need you to go because I'm still rethinking this list.
I guess
All
I'll
right,
go.
Melina, you can go.
Yeah, I was about to say, Melina, you can go, even though you were
Wahoo!
writing down your own list.
So number 10, Seasons and Ages. Number 9, Zelda 1.
Oh,
Number
come
8.
on!
Number 8.
No, I think that's fair.
Number 8, Link Between Worlds.
Oh, wow.
Number
I'm
number
so
7.
disappointed in you.
Number 7, Link's Awakening. Number 6, Twilight Princess. Number 5.
Come to an agreement.
Number 5, Majora's Mask. Number 4, The Wind Waker. Number 3, A Link to the Past. Number 2, Ocarina of Time. 1, Breath of the Wild.
I feel like Breath of the Wild being number 1. The only person here who could potentially not have it at number 1 is Colin.
Mhm.
And he would put
Yeah.
Twilight Princess over Breath of the Wild.
Nope.
Any
No,
day.
he
That's
has it
why he
at 6, remember?
randomizes Twilight Princess over Breath of the Wild.
Nope.
Yo, totally off topic. Did you guys see a bunch of Point Crow's videos got copyright claimed
Why?
and blocked? He did a
Such
bunch
a different
of,
topic.
I mean, it's kind of on topic because it's Zelda related.
Right.
I
Um,
don't even know who you're talking about.
So, for those who don't know, Point Crow is a gaming / Nintendo YouTuber, but he got really big
Streamer.
off of doing Breath of the Wild. Oh, you're right. He's a streamer, not a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Streamer / speedrunner, because that's how he kind of like started.
Yeah. So he got really big off of doing like kind of crazy, kind of wacky Breath of the Wild speedruns. Like, I beat Breath of the Wild using only a tree branch. And you're like, whoa, how'd you do that? Bada bing, bada boom. So recently, I don't know if he, like, helped develop it. I don't know. But he made a bunch of videos on this multiplayer mod for Breath of the Wild. And he made a bunch of videos. The videos did fine. And then he said, you know what? We're going to put the mod out for, like, the audience. So if you guys want to mod your Breath of the Wild and play it and, like, you know, have fun with it, that's great.
So long story short, the Nintendo ninjas got him.
Yeah, Nintendo showed up and they copyright claimed and blocked all of his Breath of the Wild videos related to the multiplayer mod with no, like, hey, can you please take these down, or, like, please don't distribute the mod and we'll let you keep the videos, like, just gone.
Wow.
See, that's one thing. That's why I've been hesitant to upload Nintendo stuff, is because they are very serious about their copyright.
They are, but the problem is it's a gray area, because the videos themselves, like, if they want to make a whole fuss about the mod, that's one thing. But the videos themselves don't actually infringe on any copyright law because they're transformative and they fall under fair use.
See, this
so there's
is...
not
here's
really
a
precedent
thing.
there.
Here's a thing that I'll tell you. Reminder: fair use is not something that you use for a of how you get around it. No, fair use is a defense. You have to go to court and claim fair use for it to be applicable. Like, that is a huge thing that a lot of people overlook, is that fair use is not technically something that you can just claim in a description and it's applicable automatically. No, you have to be sued and then go to court and basically countersuit saying that it applies under fair use. Or
Is Colin a lawyer?
I've done research on this. But you have to go to court and claim that you used it under fair use. And then a judge has to be able to make that ruling on whether or not it was applicable under fair use. Because it's like I said, it's not really something that you can use and it immediately applies. It has to be applied by a judge or another appointed official. So that's the biggest issue with fair use and when it comes to copyright. And that's why a lot of people get angry when it's like, oh, well, this should apply under fair use. It's like, no, because you haven't gone through the multiple other steps that you have to go to actually have it applied. And I understand there's a lot of people who are just like, well, that shouldn't have to be a hurdle. And I agree. Like, I don't think you should be able to just kind of, or you should have to go through all these hoops and all that to just basically have content be made. Because at the end of the day, you're going to take more time than what you made to make the content trying to get it back up. And
exactly. So
yeah,
this is something that, like, I really wanted to, like, flesh out and do my research and, like, make videos on. Is that, I mean, aside from, like, the fair use stuff that you explained, like, not looking at that, but, like, why I think companies should be okay and allow, like, for mods to, like, not patch, you know, like, completely block and patch, like, glitches for speedrunners, because speedrunning and mods for games gets a different kind of audience to then get the game and play it. It's another avenue for a big company to get customers to buy their games.
Absolutely. It's also like, let's be honest, these videos by Point Crow and other content creators is what's helped keep Breath of the Wild relevant for the last 6 years.
Exactly.
So
like, I
it's
love seeing
kind
a
of
speedrun
weird.
that's like 19 minutes to beat the game.
Speedrunning is speedrunning Breath of the Wild is how I was introduced to Breath of the Wild.
Exactly. Like, it's like Melina said, it gets a different audience in front of a game who wouldn't have necessarily looked at or even thought about buying it in the first place. And Nintendo, at least in the gaming space, Nintendo's really the only one that I'm aware of who's as picky about this kind of stuff. Like Beat 'em Ups,
Yeah.
who was in like the Nintendo Ambassador program and all that, did one video talking about Breath of the Wild mods, and he got kicked out of the Ambassador program. They dropped him
Bruh.
on the spot.
Wow.
And it's like, it wasn't that the content was not family friendly. Like, it was still his content. He just covered these mods for Breath of the Wild, and they dropped him like that. And it's like, how do you not have the awareness to know that, like, this is okay? Like, obviously, if someone's modding obscene stuff or, like,
Yeah.
things that aren't
limitations
okay,
like that, you know,
block
that's-
that. But if you're just having fun and saying, let's mod Thomas the Tank Engine and Shrek into Breath of the Wild, like, that's not hurting anybody. Just let it go.
It's
let
hurting.
it be.
Exactly.
It is
like,
hurting people. It's
they're-
hurting
th-
children who
they're
love
almost-
Thomas the Tank Engine. Now Thomas wants to kill them.
Like
Me.
Nintendo's sort of
Hey,
acting
what?
like Disney, where Disney's like protective over Mickey's like copyright thing.
Yeah, I mean, you see how long it took
Warner
Nintendo
Brothers.
to come out of their shell and make a movie for Mario.
Warner Brothers with Bugs Bunny.
And even then, Nintendo making that Mario movie, you know Miyamoto was over everyone's shoulder that entire time.
Oh, I
Like-
know, because like, so at
Nintendo
work,
was such a helicopter parent for
no,
that
honestly.
movie.
No, I know, and like, I mean, well, no, this isn't. It's like Nintendo related, not necessarily Zelda, but like at work we ran this. We call them packages, but it's like, think of it as like a video. So we ran it and everything, and it was basically like a movie review, and the guy was talking about the Mario movie, and he was like, it was a really above average like kids movie. I was very surprised by it. I wonder why it took so long. And I had to pause it right there, and I was like, the fact that you had to ask why it took so long tells me you don't know anything about Nintendo.
Yeah, because they were the helicopter parenting that entire movie.
Exactly. But also the other side of it would be like they actually cared about the movie, wanted it to be good.
Right.
So unlike
If only
Hollywood
they had
here.
that same energy with the original Mario movie.
Yeah, yeah. But oh my god, which I never
Pers-
actually heard Nick
and-
on your story.
And just let
on
everyone know
Instagram.
Nick has 2 copies.
Yeah, Nick
I
has-
do. Hey, you all called me a madman.
I
You all
didn't.
called me insane.
I did.
When I bought 2 copies of the original Mario movie, and I said I'm going to keep one sealed, and then I bought one that was open. And they were like,
What, are
"Why?"
you hoping the sealed one is going to be worth a lot?
mean, that's
Listen,
what
the
usually
price
happens.
jumped. The price jumped from $3 to $6 over the weekend. So, all I'm saying is technically, I was right when I said when the new movie comes out, the old one is going to spike in price and it'll be sold out.
That's like honestly
was right.
$6 too expensive for a terrible movie.
Because I watched it happen with the Skyward Sword Link amiibo. The Skyward Sword Link amiibo, before they announced the port to Switch, was in stock $25. And I thought, should I buy it? Because I like having Zelda amiibo. And my friends were like, no, don't buy it. You don't need it. You'll get it later. And I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. They announced the port. You now can't get it for cheaper than $60.
Yep. Makes sense.
And it's like, you gotta understand these things. That's how you save money, is you read the room. Anyway, yeah, I just thought it was crazy that all his videos got like essentially blocked
That's
with
horrible.
no
Is he
forewarning.
gonna do anything about it?
I don't know. There's not really much he can do about it, other than I guess just adding Nintendo of America on Twitter. But even then, they're not gonna, like, the poor social media intern who runs the Twitter account isn't gonna be able to do anything.
Yeah.
Like,
That sucks. Honestly, it's like, and it's not even like, it's not just Nintendo that like kind of ruins gaming for certain, like for speedrunners and the modding community. They're not the only ones that ruin it for them. Like, I know a lot of like smaller studios do it with their games too. Like for example, I was really getting into watching if you guys know the game Poppy Playtime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was getting into watching speedruns of it because I was like, oh, well, I'm waiting for the next chapter out. I wonder if there's speedruns. There's always a speedrun. If you ever ask the question, does blank have a speedrun? It does.
Bro, Twilight Princess's speedrun is like 7 hours.
Yeah, that is so,
Yo, that's so quick.
Glitchless.
it's so quick.
No.
But
Hold on, I'll look it up. Go.
it's
keep
funny
talking
though. Actually, I remember when they first had the speedrun. Side note for this, the speedrun was like, I forgot exactly how long, but I forgot at some point they figured something out and was able to cut down the time by an hour. It's still hours long, but by a whole hour, that's like a lot to a speedrunner. But needless to say, back to what I was saying, Pavi Playtime, there was speedrun community for it and everything, and for some reason, the studio decided to make a patch, and it completely destroyed the entire speedrun, like the whole thing for it. And the community kind of was just like, why would you do this? And it just really destroys that kind of like drive
It's not good.
to
Don't
play
do
the
it.
game anymore. At least for them.
I never understood. Like, I can kind of get Nintendo. Like, 30 million copies of Breath of the Wild. You're not really, like, worried about brand, like, stabilization. Like, you're not worried about Zelda not being relevant, especially with a new game announced and coming out. For indie games, though, I feel like those are bad moves. And not to say that, like, indie games, like, I don't want to make it sound like they don't sell, because there are a lot of really good ones out there. But also, why hurt that content when it could bring in potential people to buy the game? Like,
Exactly.
'Cause
you
they know
don't
they're already
want to
making
hurt.
money.
You want to get that revenue. That's how you get it. Is like Minecraft. The only reason Minecraft is as big as it is because of Minecraft YouTubers.
Look, they do it because they think the way Apple thinks. The reason why Apple doesn't change anything, they know they're already going to make money.
But I would argue
That
that's not
applies to,
true
like,
for
the
indie
bigger-
developers.
That applies to
That
bigger...
100% applies to Nintendo. Yes,
I was just thinking Nintendo, not indie developers.
Oh,
but
okay, okay.
indies not necessarily. Because every view on every video is one person who may potentially buy your game because they saw a YouTuber play it. Think about how many people, like, for example, when PewDiePie started playing Minecraft again, there was a huge surge in Minecraft again. Where'd it
Yeah.
come from? That one YouTuber playing Minecraft. Content
Way to call me
creation
out.
is so content creation is so important in keeping games alive and helping to elevate them, and I don't understand why Nintendo doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
And I get it, it's because they see, oh, Breath of the Wild sold 30 million copies, we're fine. Like, but wouldn't you, like, you could have the opportunity to push it to 35 or 40, because let's be honest, as soon as Tears of the Kingdom comes out, Breath of the Wild sales are going to kind of, not that they're going to stop entirely, but they're going to
Slow
dip down because you got the new one coming out, which, I mean, honestly, is all they're going to care about. So, I don't know. Nintendo is dumb and stupid
Nintendo is what Nintendo does.
sometimes. Anyway, my Zelda list is done. To
Yeah,
get
mine
way
is too.
back
And you know-
onto the
you
original
know why-
Yeah,
topic.
Hold
Let's go
on.
to the
I want to
last
make a
two.
terrible joke. You know why Sega doesn't do stuff like that? Because Sega does what Nintendo don't.
No, honestly, I feel like Sega loves to keep glitches in their games. Like, for example, Sonic Frontiers, some of the best glitches. I literally
Dude,
can't.
Sega's self-aware about it too. That's why they made the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Exactly.
Just
And
a reminder.
Very last side note. Oh. Wait,
No,
hold
go
on.
ahead. I was just gonna
Oh.
say, just a reminder that glitches, don't make a game bad. Glitches
don't.
can make a game.
Well, that
They make
Much
it
funnier.
entertaining. Well, it depends
It
on, like,
depen-
if it keeps it from being played.
yes. But also,
Cyberpunk 2077. What?
but also, no. The
Cheetah
thing,
Man.
no. The thing with Cyberpunk is Cyberpunk's fixed.
Oh, it's fixed now.
Because that's the
But
thing,
yeah.
and that's my biggest thing when it comes to like people criticizing games on glitches at launch or a rough launch. Is it's like, if that's the only thing you're gonna criticize the game on, that means the game itself is good. It just needs to be fixed.
Right. Which is something completely like it's
Yeah.
fixable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna
The
take
beauty of modern
take
day
time.
technology, the fact that companies are able to release unfinished games and update them in the future.
Nintendo.
But yeah,
with
the
all their
last,
sports
the very
games?
last little side note I was gonna say was, Nintendo does need to understand this, because there's videos out there, and I think IGN has like done these too, where they get developers of a game and they have them watch like the world record speedrun of their game, and they're like, "Oh my god, we didn't even see that. That's so cool!" Like they're amazed by it. I love
Yeah,
seeing that, because then and they understand, like those developers understand.
Right. That's part of like that's just how community works. Is you have to understand your consumer and you have to play to them. It's kind of how this thing called capitalism works. Is it's all about appeasing the consumer. And whoa, it's almost like it works when you do it properly. Just saying, it's kind of crazy. Anyway,
Yeah, we love
I have
capitalism,
my list.
don't we?
Yeah, I want to hear your list. So let's.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to say we've been off topic for like a while.
Well,
It's
no, I mean,
okay.
we
It
kind
was-
of been on topic.
It wasn't like we went off topic and talked about Sonic for 45 minutes. It was tangentially related to Zelda. So
It was, yeah. So let's start with Nick, and then we'll hear Colin's list as well.
So, at number 10, for all you people who watched my stream, you should know exactly what's going to be in number 10. Link's
Oh.
Awakening. Hate that game. Hate it so much. Number 9, Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. I mean, I can't really say anything. I haven't played it. Zelda 1 in number 8. Wind Waker at number 7. I haven't played it.
We agree on something.
Twilight Princess in number 6. I don't know. I haven't played it. Majora's Mask in number 5. I don't know. I haven't played it. Link to the Past in number 4. I don't know. I haven't played it. Link Between Worlds at number 3. I have played that one. Very good game. Ocarina of Time at number 2. Very good game. I have played that one. And, of course, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild at number 1.
Nice, we have the same top 3.
I find it funny
Cool.
that I have played more Legend of Zelda games than Nick, and he's more in love in the series.
No.
than I am.
No. Here's the thing. I have played Zelda games, but the ones I've played are not on this list. Because, hold on, I made a list of the Zelda games I have played. And I will read them off very quickly if I can find the list if it wants to work. Okay. I've played 8 Zelda games from start to finish. Link's Awakening, Four Swords, Cadence of Hyrule, Link Between Worlds, Age of Calamity, Ocarina of Time, Skyward Sword, and Breath of the Wild.
I never knew you finished Cadence of Hyrule.
Half of those games aren't on this list, which is why it looks like I haven't played a lot of Zelda games. And granted, in the grand scheme of things, I really haven't. And I was gonna try to finish Definitive Edition of Hyrule Warriors before Tears of the Kingdom, but then I checked my watch and I'm like, it's too late. I'll just save it for after, because it's gonna be like 5 more years before we get the next 3D Zelda game. So I'm gonna need something to hold me over. So I just figured I'll save it, and then Yep.
Yep.
All right,
All right,
Colin, do you have
Colin.
your 10
I do.
ready?
So
Okay.
my
I'm excited
you.
to hear what Breath of
I
Wild
was
is.
worried you wouldn't.
my reimagining of this list. You couldn't see it, but I did like hand effects.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Anyway, so yeah, exactly. That's what I did. Yeah, I did this. Anyway, anyway, so
How are your ears, Melina?
Dying.
yeah, So
Or they're, excuse me, they're balling.
yo,
I'm out.
let's
Oh.
Quit the
go. Anyway, all right. So number 10, we got Zelda 1.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me?
I kind of figured
yes.
that actually with him.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like Zelda 1. I think it's cool, but also there are a lot better games on this list, or at least that I like more.
Oracle of Ages and Seasons.
Yes, and that's actually the next one, which is number 9. And then after that, we have Link's Awakening. And then after that, Nick, it's not that bad. Anyway,
Bad game.
I know you didn't like it, but I liked it. Anyway,
Bad game.
I liked it.
See? Anyway, then we have Link Between Worlds. Then we have Twilight Princess at number 6. Then we have.
Whoa.
Listen, just because it's my favorite doesn't mean I'm gonna put it in the top 5. I'm not that.
Just because this is my favorite food doesn't mean it's in my top 5 foods of all time.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm not going based off like my favorites. Like I'm going based off what I think is the best, and what I think.
Fair enough.
What I think did the best for the series. So then we have Wind Waker right after that at number 5. Then we have Majora's Mask. Then we have Ocarina of Time. And then A Link to the Past. And the reason I put A Link to the Past above Ocarina of Time is because A Link to the Past introduced the basic formula of the story of Zelda games. And then Ocarina of Time took that and did it better. So that's why I did that. And then number 1, Breath of the Wild.
That's fair.
So you kind of kept the same top 5.
Yeah.
So you basically just changed from 6 and 10.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was where my main issue was.
Breath of the Wild just has like the most beautiful story to me.
Yeah.
That's why I
Kind
put it
of.
at number 1.
Nick had to pause there because I know exactly what he was thinking. He was like,
No, that's cap.
I mean, yeah, I think
you
it
have
was.
to, I mean, for most people, because Breath of the Wild's an open game, like, you kind of have to find the story.
You do.
Okay. Here, I'm not disputing the fact that Breath of the Wild has a good story. It has one of my favorite Zelda stories in it because I love the relationship between Zelda and Link and how that was handled. But to say that's the best,
It's definitely not.
For me,
If
it's the best.
for you. Okay, that's different. That's different. If you were saying this is objectively the best story,
Yes.
we'd have a different issue.
I said to me Breath of the Wild has the best story.
I mean, to be fair, I was scrolling through Amazon on my second monitor, and I just heard best Zelda story, Breath of the Wild, and I was like, hold on, hold on.
I know. Okay, wait. I
2
know
seconds.
This is probably like everybody be like, okay, why do you think that's the best story? For me, I like Twilight Princess's story because it's so dark.
You're true.
That's
you right.
literally
though.
the only reason. Like I like
didn't-
how
I haven't completed
mature
Twilight
it is.
Princess, so I can't say much about the story. I just know
I really
Link
do
turns
like
into
it.
a wolf.
Hey, both of you should play the game.
Woof.
It's really good.
It really is.
I only have it for GameCube, and
Play it for
I don't really.
I mean, hey, play for GameCube then.
Play for GameCube.
I would have
Anybody-
to make I would literally have to unplug another system that I play
Mm-hmm.
in order to plug in the GameCube.
Does anybody want to let me borrow their?
Wii U. Oh no, you have it.
No, I have a Wii U.
I thought you were about
I
to say
just
credit
need-
card
Yo.
information.
Do you want to borrow my copy of Twilight Princess? I will literally
Wait,
let
I
you.
have a copy too.
I have my
Okay,
own copy.
Wait. Copy where? On which console?
I have it for Wii.
I have it for Wii as
GameCube?
well.
Am I the only one who has it for
He
GameCube?
wants the. Are you seriously wanting the Wii U version?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It is better, I will say that.
I want the Wii U for Twilight Princess and Wind Waker.
He doesn't. He only plays in HD.
Oh, I have.
No!
Wait, I do
found Wind
have-
Waker HD on Facebook Marketplace for $50, but it's
Nick,
in a different
Nick,
state.
Nick,
Yes.
Nickelodeon. No. I have the Wii U version of Wind Waker.
Ooh, can I borrow it?
Yeah, just give it
No.
back.
What if I don't give it back?
I will hunt you down.
Yeah, I believe it.
Actually,
I
actually, no.
absolutely
Excuse me.
Okay, I
I
wanna
won't
know,
hunt
how
you
much
down.
is-
My dad will
how's-
hunt you down.
How much is my copy of Twilight Princess worth?
A lot of money.
It
No,
comes in a
don't
case.
Ship it
Ironic
to me.
for a game that a lot of people hated when it came out.
Yo.
Well, that's why.
I think
I
I
could-
could sell Twilight Princess for like $150.
What?
Yo, I could get 4. Hold on. I kind of want to. So I'm on Facebook Marketplace, right?
Uh-oh.
And like 20 minutes from here, I
Uh-oh.
found the Twilight Princess manga 1 through 8
The manga.
for $35, which is a steal,
Yo,
given
is a
that
steal.
they're $10 a piece.
Yeah.
But I'm also tempted to message and say, can I just have 5 through 8? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need 5 through 8. I'm gonna do it.
Do
He's doing it. Do it.
Well, anyway, back on topic. I have no idea what we're talking about now.
Back on topic. What was the topic?
Back on topic. What was
Well,
the
after
topic?
Colin gave his list, I don't even know where to go anymore after that.
Well, I feel like it's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Oh, here. Let me.
It'll be the
I
end of
know
the episode
this has
when Nick
nothing-
confirms his purchase.
Nothing to do with the thing or the stuff, but I want to put this on record because I think this episode comes out like mid to end of April. What do we think? This is totally unrelated, but I want to get the number out there. What do we think Tears of the Kingdom is going to sell?
Oh.
Like, number one.
Yes.
Because Breath of the Wild has I think it just crossed 30 mil. I'll double check.
Okay, but wait. Are we basing this off of like? Okay, are we gonna do it kind of like how movies do their box office numbers, like the first like 5 days or something, or whatever you mean? But like, can we have a time frame of like the first?
I would say, what, it comes out in May. I'd say by September. Or whenever their next investors meeting is, because that's when they update game numbers, and I think they have an investors meeting in September or October.
I have no idea.
My answer is
For
yes.
reference-
It's
For
going
reference,
to sell
how,
yes.
For reference, what
I'll
did Breath of the
thank
Wild
you,
do
Colin,
in
for
that
that
time
answer.
frame?
I'll go with it.
Breath of the Wild, for that time frame, if we go to September of 2017, it was at 4.7 million.
Okay,
It only saw an uptick in March of 21. It from December 2019 to March of 2021, it jumped from 16 to 22 million. And that's because of COVID and how many new Switches got out during that.
So
I'm just gonna say yes. I am not gonna give an actual number because I have no idea.
I'll give a range because I don't want to give like an exact number. I feel like you said it did 4.7.
By September of 2017.
So that's the time frame we're going by. I feel like
Yeah.
it'll either do. I feel like it'll do either 5 or between. Really? Okay, no. To be honest, I feel like it'll be between 4.5 and 5.9, maybe 6.
I think that's fair. I'm going to be generous. I think it's going to hit 10 mil.
Wow,
Because there's 100 million Switches, and Breath of the Wild is currently at 29 million. And every time they poll people on the most anticipated game for them personally, Tears of the Kingdom is always at the top of that list. So I think if they can ever kick the marketing into full swing, they could hit 10 million by September. I think they could hit 10 million in the first month if they really wanted to. And they really started throwing the marketing out there the same way they did Breath of the Wild in hey, look at our new game, instead of hey, here's 10 minutes of gameplay. Here's a 2-minute trailer. Okay, bye. I don't know. I'm going to say 10 million by the end of the year. But that's just me. So,
I feel, because here's the thing. I feel like the month it comes out is May.
Yep.
And I guess, I mean, like for here, where we're at, I feel like people don't really, unless you're like into the series and are a gamer and are into like really into Nintendo, you're gonna buy the game. But I feel like other than that, for the other people that bought a Switch because they had nothing else to do, and they might have picked that game up, but then they also picked up, I feel like some of the like two of the most popular games that were picked up were Breath of the Wild and Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing for sure. So I feel like when it comes out in May, there's no really like major holiday, and that's what I mean. That's why I bring this up, because for those people that aren't, into games, who aren't really into Nintendo or Zelda, they don't really want to buy a game unless there's a sale or a major holiday that brings a sale.
Right.
So May doesn't have anything that I think of. June, I can't think of anything. And July, I don't even know if there's like major sales that they do for like July 4th.
I mean, they're also Tears of the Kingdom's not going on sale this year.
Exactly. That's the other thing. It's a full
It's just
game.
not. Even for Black Friday, it's not going to be on sale this year.
And that's
because
why
it's brand
that's why
spanking
I gave
new.
Yeah, and that's why I gave it kind of like either a little less than what Breath of the Wild did, or 2 million more to be generous, because the game it's priced at $70. It's more than Breath of the Wild was.
Yeah, that's true.
So that'd be the other downside to it that I think is going to hold people back from buying it for, not forever, but for a little bit.
Right. And they also don't have a new console to push.
And they don't have a new console to push
one.
as well. And I feel like a lot of people were hoping that there would be a new console, because they want to play most people want to play a new game on a new console for the most part, or at least within the first 2 years, 3 years, whatever, of a console's lifespan.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out in September or October. Or if it sells exponentially well, we'll know launch weekend. Because if they do really good and have a number that they're really proud of, they'll tell us Monday morning, hey, over the weekend, Tears of the Kingdom sold 10 million copies. That's what they did with Pokemon. Pokemon sold 10 million copies in the first weekend.
Damn.
Scarlet and Violet, being as buggy and glitchy as it is the fastest selling Pokemon game of all time.
Yay.
So that's doesn't really give them much incentive to change their ways or fix anything.
I kind of want to know the number of how many refunded, though, because remember they had that option for people.
That's true.
I'm curious about that number.
I don't
they
think
sold
that
10
many
million
people
copies,
refunded.
But who refunded?
I don't know. We'll see.
Colin, did you want to give a number or no? Same as
I already
Alex, you don't
said
wanna-
yes.
Oh, just
That's
okay.
it. Just yes.
I just said what Colin said because
Mhm.
I'm
Alrighty,
terrible
okay.
with numbers.
He stole my joke and said it louder.
Wow. He stole my
No, I just went
joke
along
and
with
said
it.
That sounds a
No, I
lot
just
like
agreed
Nick
with it.
when he steals his. That sounds like when Nick steals your memes.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's hey, right there.
Look, hey, I only stole it because I'm not good with numbers and I'm not gonna think.
Hey,
okay.
hey, this. That's Nick's sense of humor right now, but also it's.
Oh my. Okay. Oh my. No. Dude, this
Well,
audio is
anyway.
gonna show up on my. Oh my god. Well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, guys, if we hit 1,000 subs, Colin will have to play Danganronpa. We've reached our quota. I what am I doing with my life? Just end the episode. End the episode. I can't anymore. You all can't hear this.
Yo, guys, if we hit 1,500 subscribers, we'll do a thing. Yep.
1,500,
Confirmed right
that-
here on the episode.
Wait,
if we
I
hit
wasn't supposed to
1,000
end the episode
subscribers, if we hit 1,000 subscribers before Tears of the Kingdom comes out, I will give away. Yes.
Giveaway, yes.
Thanks for watching.
Oh my god!
Tune in next week for something. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace out.
I'm gonna die. Help me.